Good morning, John and Janet. Nico from Cliff Jones. I'm here with your technician, Tommy. He's going to give you a video walkthrough on your unit.
Good morning. So this is the unit that you purchased, the 264. So we're going to start at the front tongue jack. And basically this is where your propane tanks are going to be. You have two 20-pound jugs. These are totally topped off, so they're full, except for we tested on it. And then you have a marine deep cycle battery. Now that marine deep cycle battery is brand new, and it's also charged with the solar panel that's on top. So, and then you got your electric tongue jack. It does have a convenience light on it, so you can turn it on and off at the top here. You got your safety chains, your 7-way, and then your breakaway cable. So that's very simplified. It's on all trailers. The breakaway cable, in case you come unhooked here, it will pull a plunger and it will lock your brakes on your RV. Let's move around to your water heater over here on the driver's side front. So this is a 6-gallon water heater, and it runs on either propane or electric. So the propane is you've got your gas valve, gas tube, gas chamber, and this is your igniter. So if you choose to have gas, there's a switch inside. You will turn that water heater switch on, and it's automatically going to ignite to heat your water as needed. If you want to use it on electric, there's your electric element back in here. This little button right here, switch, you turn that on. It's going to turn on the element, and it's going to come on and off to heat your water as well. So most people use it, and I recommend you use the electric. So whenever you get set up, you're ready to get in there, you got your water hooked up to your city water. Turn this on and it will start heating your water. I do highly recommend whenever you are packing up, you turn this off, or storing it, leave it in the off position. Just in case you would plug it in on the on position, it would turn on this element. So if you didn't happen to have water in here, it would take out your element. And this closes up quite nicely here. Got a little bug screen to keep the bugs out, but we do also recommend a bug screen that goes over this to keep the insects out. This is an outdoor hot and cold shower behind here. This is your freshwater tank fill. So you would put a water hose in here and fill it up if you're off the grid, and use the water pump inside the switch to pump water to all your facilities. And then your city water connection, that's where you hook up this right here to your drinking water hose. We highly recommend to get a water regulator to regulate the water pressure going into your unit. It does come equipped with a cable. So if you've got cable available, you can hook it here. It does go to your main TV only. And then down below here, I get Nico. Do you see that's your freshwater dump, that white gate right there? The hose that's hanging down is your overflow. In case you would have to walk away and you were filling up your freshwater tank, it would overflow out of that hose, so it wouldn't damage your unit. This is a slide. So this is a rack and pinion slide, so it goes in and out. There's really nothing you need to do for the slide itself, except these wiper seals need to be, I recommend every 6 months to, at least every 6 months to put a lube on them. And that's a rubber conditioner is what it's called. It's several different brands, but it helps to keep these from drying out. Walk around to the back. This is where all your plumbing is. So this is your fresh black tank flush. So this will be used in conjunction with your black tank dump. So whenever you're dumping your black tank, once you have it dumped out, you go ahead and hook up a different water hose there, and it'll run water to your black tank and help wash it out. These are open now. They've been filled and tested for their proper for the sensors. So there's your gray, and this would be your black. Up here you have a convenience light. And then over here you have your 50 amp where your 50 amp cord goes, and I'll get to that in a minute. It's on the passenger side front. This is my service cord here. Back behind here we have a cargo rack with your spare tire mounted to it. This cargo rack is 200-pound capacity. Of course, with the tire, you're looking at about 170 pounds. It does come with an app-based backup system camera. So you have to download an app on your phone and use your phone as a monitor. And if you have any questions, Nico will probably help you out on that on the phone. It is pet friendly, has a little lease latch here. And this is where all your storage is underneath your bunks, so you have quite a bit of storage here. Get around here, you got a little outdoor kitchen. It comes with a 120 volt refrigerator, 120 volt ice maker, and then you got a gas grill out here. This is your gas quick connect, and the quick connect goes right over here. So it would plug in right over here and hook up to your gas grill. And then this closes. It's got latches for your doors. So this goes down here. do want to mention one thing. When you have this open, you cannot actually open up your door all the way, so be careful if you have this not to sling it open and hit your door. 2 outdoor speakers. These are waterproof. Along with your awning lights, these blue lights come on with one switch inside. As a TV mount, it does come with one male mount that you can take the TV from inside and put it out here if you want. Intake and out for your heater for your propane. Antenna, it has antenna mounted on top. So if you want to watch TV out here, you can use the antenna to get your signal. 120 volt outlet here. This is your bedroom entrance. Of course, that was your main entry back there. So your steps in here, so you can access this. It does have 2 sets of keys. So this is 368, and that one in behind the main entry is 367. So you can have 2 sets of keys. Each key will fit the top lock and bottom deadbolt. Do highly recommend when you're traveling, if you're traveling, always deadbolt it. This is your front cargo area right here. So this is where you're already tested your power cord. That's a 50 amp, 25 foot cord, 120 volt. And this is just your jacks. You can use this, or you can use a drill with a 3/4 inch socket. This attachment here, crank, it goes for your front tongue jack. In case something would happen, you lose 12 volts, or the motor locks up or something like that. Pop this, stick that inside there, and you can crank it. You won't be left stranded. And it does have a convenience light, if you can scan over there. And then to the right of it, if he turns that light off, you'll see a solar controller right over there. That controls the amount of voltage that goes to your battery so that you don't overcharge your battery. And of course, this closes down as well. These are locks right here. And we go inside. First of all, I'm going to show you these steps. So these steps fold in. So when you're traveling, this is going to be folded in like this. And then you just go ahead and pull them down. And they're adjustable legs. So you need to make sure that it's flush as possible to the threshold, this piece right here. Otherwise, it'll impede your door from closing and cause damage. We'll step inside. This is the interior of your unit. We're going to let Nico stand right there, and we're going to go over your monitor panel. This is a motion detected monitor panel, so it'll time out in about 30 seconds. You notice you have your indications like the fresh water tank. I got 1/3 in. The black tank's empty. The gray's empty. And these will rise as they get water and sewage in them. And then you got your awning light, your exterior light, which is the light that gets power to the right by your convenience light for where your sewer dump is, and the living room lights that cuts all these lights off. She'll turn it on, all those. And this is your water heater. So if I want to use it on gas, I would turn that on. And right now I've got the water pump on because I'm pumping water out of the fresh water tank to test for water pressure, for water leaks and everything. So everything's been good for 48 hours. So if you're using city water, you don't need to turn that on. Awning, retract and extend and slide in and out. So you just hold it. It's like a rocker switch. You just hold it in. It's going to come in and out. It'll stop on its own. You just release the little rocker switch. Right over here is a voltage readout that will give you the same voltage you got at your solar controller. USB port. If he scans right above the slide, you see the blue lights. That's this switch right here. Okay. I'm going to scan this way. So this is your bunk area. It does come equipped with USB and 120 volt ports on the top and bottom bunk. This is your bathroom. So it does come with a little tub, mostly a shower liner, hot and cold. You got a front pedal toilet. And then you do have a bathroom switch here. So you can turn it on or turn lights on and off. And that's it there. We'll go to your kitchen. So this is your kitchen right here. Sink. Been water pressure tested. You have your stove. So all you do is turn it on, and it'll light up for you. This comes down to free up some cabinet space. Cutting board / backsplash. Then you have a fan for your vent, and of course a light for your stove. 120 volt microwave. You do have an oven here to light it. You line up the arrow with the flame, and then once you get it lit with this, then you turn it to the temperature you want. It does come with the oven light. You can also use it as a night light. This is where your propane heater is located down here, so you'll hear it come on and everything like that, fan come on. This is your 12-volt refrigerator. So this will take about an hour and a half to cool down. If you notice the setting, I got it on 3. That 3 will give you about 16 degrees at the top, 40 degrees down at the bottom. Now you can go colder or if you want. Right here's basically your RV breaker box, your 120 volt breakers. Everything's mapped out for you. You do have the option to put a second AC on if you want. It's already pre-wired. And you have your 12 volt fuses for all, like their awning motor, your motor for your slide out, and so forth. So it's all mapped out. So it'd be a great idea to keep some 15 amp fuses on hand. This CO2 detector, notice it's green, so that means it's on. If it happened to go beep red real fast, you would need to evacuate to find out the source of the problem. And then this is your battery disconnect. So notice if I turn this off, I have it plugged in. Otherwise, if it wasn't plugged in, it would cut off all the 12 volts to the inside of your unit. I recommend that you can leave this on at all times if you're going to be, unless you're going to be storing it for a long period of time, below 6 months or over. So I wouldn't even worry about leaving it off. That just in case you would lose power. If you leave the trailer, you at least have your battery to run your refrigerator to keep your stuff cold in your refrigerator. So this unit right here, 264, has heat vented, so your heat's coming from the floor, which is very, very nice. And then of course your pantry, got a good sized pantry. And it does come with the 120 volt fireplace. So you could either turn it on and off manually, which is hard to see and adjust it, or it does come with a remote. And you can use it just only as effect or heat, whichever you choose. The instructions come in your packet. This is your stereo. So there's actually no remote for this, so just turn it on. You got your volume control here. And then your bands. And then zone 1 is your speakers inside. Zone 2 is the speakers outside. And it also does have different mode here. AV1, AV2, that's your Bluetooth. And hit it once to mute it, and then hold it down to turn it off. TV mount comes with a mount to go back to the TV. GFI reset. And this is your antenna booster right here. It needs to be green to get a signal, and it is pre-wired with Wi-Fi. It's actually you got to subscribe to it, but you also have to get a docking port that goes on top. And if you need some more information on it, you go with Nico on that. In your slide, you have 3 lights. These are independent lights. What I mean by independent, you have to push them. There's no switch to them. And the same for there. And you got a USB port here. These are called zebra shades. I'm sure all you do is gently pull up and down. You can block out the amount you want. Lock out. This is the fold-out sofa. Makes it into a little bed. This is a dinette table. If you want to make this into a bed, you take the legs off, put the dinette table on this bracket here, the brace, and then you position your cushions to give you a bed. Go into the bedroom. So this is your bedroom. It comes with a nice closet, the 264, right here. And then you've got storage underneath your bed, wardrobe on the right and left, storage up at the top. And all these lights in here are independent. Like I said, you have to turn them on and off by hand. There's no switch, main switch for that. It does come nice. It's got 2 vents in your 264, so you get a little more air up front here. USB, and that's a Bluetooth speaker / USB port charging station. So you do have USB there as well. And then of course you have your entry exit door. That should do it. I hope you enjoy your unit, and we appreciate your business.
Okay, John and Janet, I will let you know when the driver is leaving. If you have any questions in the meantime, please let me know, and I hope you're all having a great weekend. Thanks again.